What it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx from the Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow from Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Most exciting man in boxing. Exciting man in boxing. Landon Blair Cobbs. Shout out to Goodfellow Sports TV.
Hey, Steven, man, you really believe that stuff? Oh, man, come on. You really believe that stuff you be saying?
All right, man, let's talk about what PBC robbed Canelo in favor of Caleb Plant because he's a PBC fighter. It's kind of question could be going around as we approach a fight week, and I should be upload the prediction video hopefully tonight or tomorrow morning. So for the guys who members of the channel, okay, so check out the boxing news playlist, thumbs up the video. I don't know what to call it. I don't know. I wouldn't call it news. I just say the boxing middleweight playlist. All right, when is it middleweight? I don't know. It may not happen. It may not have no playlist, okay? But yeah. But yeah, it's kind of going around. I had a couple people saying that PBC might rob Canelo Alvarez, and I'm thinking like, Canelo. I just leave it like this. Canelo's well connected in boxing, okay? He's well connected, man. So I don't, or well connected outside of boxing too. I don't see them robbing Canelo, but some people saying that maybe some people could be saying like PBC could just rob Canelo, trying to make Caleb Plant a star. Caleb Plant white, and ain't that many white stars in boxing, but then again, you got to think about it too. With Caleb Plant, will he, ever grow so Canelo grows? That's the question. Will he ever grow so Canelo grows? I don't know. And then they have to do a total reform of him to. When I say they had to do a total reform of him to market him to the audience that would make him that made Gary Cooney so big, that made Marciano so legendary. They had to market him to a certain white audience, and not just a white audience, there's other audiences that believe that'll follow that. And can they reform him? And if they were going to do that, they would have already reformed him. He'd always be carrying he'd be wearing 3-piece suits. He'd be carrying suitcase. He'd be talking like Conor McGregor. Maybe he kind of be finding McGregor blueprint. I don't know why McGregor's so popular. I guess because of the persona, and other like guys like Tyson Fury who show the same persona. They not as welcome as an Irishman. They both pretty much Irishmen, but Josh Taylor, guys like that. But I don't know why. Why that's not it. Why that's not possible for other white people that box, other foreign white guys that box that don't get the same, who don't get the same, fanfare as Conor McGregor. Well, I think Conor McGregor is so good at wearing a persona. When you see him kind of talk, different, it's like, kind of like with his regular stuff, he's like real calm and cool. But, like I said before, people talking about the incidents that people that's in contact sports go through, man. Like, people don't think the brain trauma has something to do with these guys, like getting in trouble, doing stuff, man. Hell yeah. You taking punches for a living. You getting like you on a football field, American football field for a reason. People gotta understand, man. These dudes take punishment for a living. They gonna act crazy. They gonna do some crazy shit. And when you they wives, you they wives, and you gotta understand that, bro. You hanging around them, it's hard for a kid to understand it, but you got to understand that what you're going through and the traumatic experiences, that they're going through. But I didn't venture off to something else. But at the same time, I think people thinking like, oh, Canelo won't stay with PBC. PBC gonna rob him. I don't think so. Canelo well connected, bro. You think Canelo would take the risk and coming to PBC and getting robbed for undisputed? I don't think so. I think, Vegas is his town. I think he fought in Vegas so many times that I don't think Vegas would rob him. So, I don't think so. So I don't think so. I don't think Vegas would rob him. I think, if Al Haymon has so much power, why would he allow Lomachenko come over here and take the belt from Gary Russell? Think about that for a minute. If he had so much power, why would he allow that to happen? Okay. And what I heard was they want Canelo to win so they can form that work relationship and they keep making that money, and probably Canelo will be able to say that, he'd be able to say that company. If Caleb Plant ain't say the company yet, why would they haven't even built Caleb Plant up yet to that point. Like they could rob, they rob Canelo, put him in there with Benavidez, and that's $1 million that's $1 million pay-per-view fight. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think Canelo more important to Benavidez, Earl Spence, Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo. I think he's more important to those guys. And this is what I heard. And I heard people saying other things behind the scenes, like, well, they might favor Caleb Plant. I think that's just talk. That is what it is. I know I've been hearing from the beginning that they want to, build that solid bridge. Build it solid as a rock. They want to build that rapport with Canelo, and so he can fight over here. You heard Steven Espinosa say he want to sign him to a multi-fight deal when this fight can be made. You heard. Steven Espinosa said, well, we want to sign him to a multi-fight deal. We want Canelo, fight to a multi-fight deal. So, and don't ask me about, I ain't talking about that Rolly stuff. Hell no, don't ask me. I'm not talking about deaths no more. I ain't talking about, ain't nobody asked about it. I know people gonna come. I don't think nothing of it. I don't care what Espinosa said about it. I don't care. Very serious accusations. If you want to hear what I say, you got my private Discord. You got my private line. You can always call and ask me. You can always call and ask my brother. If you got that personal line, I don't mind chopping up with you. I'm available. But here. You trying to get all these videos in before Michigan State play later. So I'm pushing them jokers. I'm pushing them jokers out. So he says Espinosa wants Canelo to fight Plant, Benavidez, and Charlo. So I told y'all, man, they want him to come over there, bro. So come on. You don't hear him saying we want even though kind of PBC Fox kind of built up Plant, you don't hear him saying we want Plant to come over here and fight Benavidez, Charlo, Spence. I told you guys, man, right on the street, that Spence gonna go up there and fight him. He said Espinosa has a fight for Canelo, but Canelo's a top dog in terms of business and leverage in the sport, so he can do whatever he wants. Showtime president Steven Espinosa said behind the glove, and obviously this was back in July. He said there are a series of fights with us over at PBC. There's Plant, the obvious one, but you got Jamal, Charlo, David Benavidez. You can see Showtime President Espinosa has the gauntlet that he wants Canelo to run through by facing Canelo, Charlo, Benavidez, and Plant. As long as Canelo is resistant to fight Benavidez, which some boxing fans think he is, it's not to see him agreeing to the deal with Showtime. Cool. So that's a series of fights. There's also been talks that maybe eventually Earl Spence moves up and fights him. Espinosa said the one thing we know about Canelo is he doesn't hesitate to take the tough fighters. That's bullshit. That's kissing his ass, trying to get him over there. If he didn't hesitate to take the first fights, Andrade, he'd have been undisputed fighter Demetrius Andrade. Okay, if that's the case, he fought Benavidez, before after he become undisputed. He'd have been fought Jamel. He wouldn't have pulled out Jamel and pulled a 22 fake and fight Jamal. Okay, I mean the fought what's the boy named James Kirkland. So we know he don't take the tough fights, but he doing more than damn near anybody else in boxing. So, he can do, but the difference is he can do what he want. If he say he want to go up and fight Deontay Wilder, he can do it and he'd be the A side. So the difference is, guys like Terrence Crawford and some of these other dudes, they can't do what they want. Politics. Josh Taylor, Canelo, Josh Taylor right now, he got the pick because he got to pick at the limit because when he become off his injury, he can pick who he want to fight for a belt damn near right away. But, at the same time, man, I told you, proof's right here. They saying we want to, you don't hear somebody say we want Caleb Plant to win so we can build on Caleb. No, Caleb Plant is a sacrificial lamb. Caleb Plant is getting sacrificed straight up and down, and that's what it is, man. And that's what I heard from the beginning. He getting sacrificed. And it's gonna be hard to rob Canelo because Plant ain't never fought nobody. They ain't put him in there with Benavidez, Charlo, Fedor Chuvinov, nobody. So I expect this fight to be over quick. I have zero faith in Plant. I'm pulling for Plant, but I got zero faith in Plant, man. But I think Canelo gonna send him to the shadow round quick. I can't get my prediction away. I'm gonna do some film work, so I might do some live film work on Instagram at some point. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all links in the description. If you have a business question, call, response, video quest. I want to chop it up. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal in the description. Shout out to Vinny Ochoa for donating yesterday. I appreciate it, Vinny. Vinny always coming through. That's for the donate. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all notification button. Increase your chance of getting the notifications. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. And don't forget you check out my other channel right here on YouTube, Mercy Sports Talk, Goodfellas Sports TV 2.0. Like I said, I got some news coming for the channel, man. So check out I'm not gonna put this in a playlist. You're just gonna have to get it how you live, man, and figure it out. But I appreciate you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.